All right. So I've been thinking about good use cases for GenAI, and here's one that I think a lot of people may relate to. So I just created this model using Datacoves generate sources, and we normally expand all of the columns, and you can see there's a bunch of the columns there. But I want to do this the way that other people may do this, especially if you have a model further down in your pipeline. So I changed the CTE to just be called final. And now what I want to do is expand the star to all the individual columns. So if you're not using DBT codes generate sources, that can be a pain. And like I said, if you have a model further down in your pipeline, it would be a lot of work. So here's the way that we can do it with chat. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go, let me close this out. I'm going to go in here and expand star. So I'm going to run this command. And what this is going to do is going to use the MCP server for Snowflake, make sure it follows my linting rules, and we'll see here in a second what it's going to do. So it's going to read the existing YAML file, dbt project YAML, dbt model. It's going to run the dbt model, check with Snowflake, also get the list of columns and the count of the columns, because I want to make sure that later on it's correct. It'll ask me questions. Anyway, let's just see what it does. So there it is. It's starting the different steps. I'm going to approve this. Now it's going to run the DBT model, make sure it's materialized in my dev database. And there it goes. So now it's going to describe the table in Snowflake using the Snowflake MCP server. Now it's going to ask me a question, and you'll see the question here. So there's two ways that I can decide to expand that star. I can do it in alphabetical order, or just keep it in the order that they are defined in the database already. And when I do it with alphabetical order, I asked it to put all the IDs first, then all the other columns, and then all the timestamp columns at the end. So this was all part of my prompt. So I'm going to answer yes. And now it's going to replace the star with all the columns. So we should see it here. And there it goes. And you can see that there's the ID columns, and they are in alphabetical order. There's all of my other columns, and then there's some date columns at the end. So let's save that change. And now in this model, I don't have any YAML file. So it should now create the corresponding YAML file and give all of these columns a description. So let's see what happens. And there it goes. There's my YAML file with all of the columns and their descriptions. And you can see that it kept the order. There's the dates at the end, and there should have the IDs at the beginning. So let's save that. And it's going to run the DBT model again to make sure that when it expanded the star, it didn't mess something up. So there it goes. It's running the DBT model. And now it's going to compare the column counts between the original and the new model just to make sure that they are the same. So there it is. It's going to query the Snowflake using the Snowflake MCP server. And there it goes. It's done. Let's approve that. And now it should summarize everything that it did. So here's an example of a good use case for GenAI. And this currently uses Claude, but it could also work with Azure OpenAI, any of the current LLMs out there. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed the demo.